So I tried to go with some really iconic, like 90s, just this or that, because
Okay.
I was planning to use this on our Mother's Day episode and
Correct.
not when we're also going to be doing a throwback for the 80s. But the first one, we're going to talk about electronic toys,
Okay.
specifically electronic pets.
Oh,
Which one would you rather have?
okay.
A Tamagotchi or a Furby?
Oh man. Neither.
You got to
Furbies.
choose one.
Furbies. As long as it's by itself, it's okay. Because once they get locked in with another one, it's never ending. Just because you had to do less, I'm gonna go with Furby. Tamagotchis, they were a pain, man. The
Mm-hmm.
alarms, the feeding.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna
Picking up
go
the poop.
Furby. Yeah, I'm gonna go Furby just because I had to do less with that pet.
So I'm kind of on the same line with you. I have PTSD from Tamagotchis.
Yeah,
My
man.
college roommate, I think I've told this story on the podcast before. My college roommate got a Tamagotchi as a present from his girlfriend, and we were both night owls. I thought I stayed up late. Like I'm up till like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
He was like inverted sleep schedule, sleeping in the day and nocturnal. And so was his Tamagotchi.
yeah,
So his Tamagotchi would go off at like 4 or 5 in the morning asking to be fed, which I guess is no different than having a baby, but
correct.
I like you said, there's less work with a Furby. If you only have one, it's not talking to a lot. I would go with the Furby.
Yeah,
I
me
have
too.
fond memories of actually having two Furbies and just lining them up and letting them talk, and it was fun to watch.
It was, but I
Yeah,
mean, imagine in the middle of the night.
yeah, that's true. Just like hearing the Furbish.
Hmm.
But we posed this question on Instagram,
Okay.
and Instagram got the results back to us, and it was a resounding 83% voting for Tamagotchi.
Oh,
So the NSA really, really like, got 90s kids saying no Furbies because only 17% of
yeah,
people wanted a Furby. But you and I are in the minority there.
yeah. They love the pain and suffering, I guess.
So our next this or that question,
Okay.
which show did you want to watch? Darkwing Duck
Mm,
or DuckTales?
holy crap,
I had to go with the Ducks, man. You know me and my Ducks.
man. I'm gonna say DuckTales just because of my time period in when I was watching cartoons. I know yours for a fact is Darkwing Duck, but I'm gonna go DuckTales. Uncle Scrooge, The Boys. Um, Again, I was younger. That was the duck show I grew up watching. So DuckTales for me.
You're right. For me, it is Darkwing Duck. I think that's the difference between 80s baby and 90s
90s,
baby.
correct.
I will say without DuckTales, there would be no Darkwing Duck.
Correct.
But for me, I feel like there are more iconic episodes of Darkwing Duck
Hmm.
than there are iconic episodes of DuckTales. I would say the show overall is more iconic. DuckTales, that is. The theme song, 100%. But there are more iconic Darkwing Duck moments to me between all the villains, whether it's Bushroot,
Yeah.
Megavolt, Steelbeak. That to me, like that made the show enjoyable because week to week, it was gonna be it was either a villain
Yeah.
returning or a different villain.
Yeah.
Where Ducktales, yes, they went on different adventures, but it was kind of the same thing over and over again, in my opinion.
Mm, I wouldn't say that. I mean, DuckTales got movies, bro.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying that. I think Ducktales was a
Extended film.
ooh again. I
Darkwing Duck is the same thing. It's a duck Batman fighting villains.
exactly. It's a Duck Batman fighting villains.
I I I'm interested to see what Instagram said.
So Instagram was kind of split. It
Okay.
was 38% Darkwing Duck and 62% DuckTales, which I feel is
The
it's
demographic.
yeah, and that's I
Mhm.
feel like there are definitely more people
Yeah.
who like DuckTales. I know that being a superhero fan, I just really like Darkwing Duck.
I love Darkwing Duck. Just again, just because I was introduced to DuckTales. I think that's kind of that time period,
Mhm.
man. Alvin and the Chipmunks, it
Yep.
was there were similar shows
I just realized the 3 colors for Huey, Dewey, and Louie
are the same.
for the chipmunks.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
I wonder if that's just 'cause, like, those are I mean, what, red, green, blue are your colors that your eyes see. They're, like, the colors for hex not hex codes, but RGB
I
codes.
think with the trio, I think
Mhm.
that's always the go-to colors.
Probably just overthinking it.
Yeah.
But that's just interesting. I wonder why it wasn't, like, red, blue, yellow. Because I wanna say if I were to go look at some, like, my little PVC figures
Yeah.
of the little ducks, some of those ducks actually are wearing yellow shirts.
I believe it.
Hmm.
Some of the older ones, I think you're right.
Yep. I wonder if there's a reason
Why they
why,
changed over to the
like,
green.
why did they choose red, blue, green? Like, did those test better with audiences?
Maybe.
Oh, that'd be something for us to look into.
Yeah.
If you know why they chose red, blue, green, let us know. Because I mean, we'd love to read your comments here on the show. Because it's all about learning new stuff, guys. It's all
Correct.
about exploring nostalgia and just discovering something you didn't exist, like Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
But our last this or that, and this one was a hard one for people. And dude, I got messages from our boy Flip, from our boy Retro Slacker about this question. Mighty Morphin. Oh, sorry. Whose team would you want to join? Like, which would you want to be? A Mighty Morphin Power Ranger or a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? I mean, you know what I want. There's a whole case right here.
It's I'm a Turtles guy, bro. You know
Mhm.
that. But if I'm gonna join a team, dude, it's the Power Rangers, man.
Right? Like, who
Bro, we have morphing powers. We have
personalized robots,
robots. I mean,
super strength.
we were in high school, but can skip school at any moment and not get in trouble for it. Ah, come on. It's a no-brainer. It's a
Like,
no-brainer.
here's the thing. Would it be cool to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Hells
100%.
yeah.
100%.
But if your option is you can be a Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah.
Turtle or a Power Ranger, you can have superpowers,
Yeah.
super strength, be able to transform, have a giant robot that you can fuse with the rest of your teams to make an even bigger
Yeah.
robot. Or you can be a mutant turtle and have to live in a sewer for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I'm
Mm.
gonna, I'm gonna go Power Ranger. It's like, to
It's
me, that wasn't a challenge.
no, no.
According to Instagram, though, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. According to Instagram, though, it was a challenge. 54% of people said, I have these stats backwards. 54% of people said that they wanted to be a Ninja Turtle, and 46% said Power Ranger.
Very close.
I just, and it's funny because I got into a conversation with our boy Retro Slacker over on YouTube, which if you're not following Retro Slacker, go check him out. We got to hang out with him at Shop Curiosity in Danbury. He
Correct.
came to your store recently. Dude's
Yes.
an awesome guy.
Check him
Mm.
out. His videos, the quirkiness and his randomness is great. So,
But we were talking about this, and he went with Ninja Turtle.
yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, it's a challenge." And I then brought up the fact that, yeah, but now you're living in the sewer. You can't go up and walk around in the daylight. You have to sneak around and basically eat garbage.
Yeah.
Like, or
And
you can continue your regular
bro,
life and be a Power Ranger.
and not only that, there's combat styles like the Power Rangers also knew martial arts.
Hmm.
So it wasn't like the Turtles had anything crazy, you know? Again, I love the Turtles. Everyone knows that. But I mean, if I had a pick, I'm Power Rangers all day. And man, we have Kimberly. You get to look at Kimberly all day.
Agreed.
All
Agreed.
day.
But those were our this or that's. If you have
Yeah.
any good this or that recommendations you want us to do on the podcast, let us know. Put them in the YouTube comments. Send us an email. Send us a DM. If you want to vote on our this or that's,
Yeah.
make sure you're following Nostalgia Junkies podcast on Instagram because every now and then, whenever we feel like it,
Correct.
we throw up a this or that, and then if we're throwing up a this or that, you know we're recording soon. But let's get into our meat and potatoes.
Let's do it.